Level 1. The Hawk. You're 15 years old in Guadalajara. Your neighborhood doesn't have playgrounds, it has corners. And on every corner, there are men with radios and blank faces who watch the street like it's a job. Because it is. One afternoon, a man in a clean white shirt stops next to you. He doesn't introduce himself. He doesn't need to. You want to make 500 pesos a week? You don't ask what for. You already know. You become a halcon, a hawk, a lookout. Your entire job is to sit on this corner with a burner phone and watch. Military trucks? You send a hawk emoji. Black SUVs? A snake. Police you don't recognize? A question mark. You make no decisions. You carry nothing. You are nothing to this organization. But you're being watched. 2 months pass, you don't talk, you don't ask questions, you don't miss a shift. One morning, a different man approaches you. The boss wants to meet you. Level 2, the recruit. You're 17. You've been brought to a ranch outside the city. There are 40 other young men here. Some are from your neighborhood. Most are from places you've never heard of. Michoacan, Veracruz, the hills of Jalisco. Some look scared. You don't show it, but you are too. For 3 weeks, you train like a soldier. You run at 5 a.m., you learn to strip and reassemble an AK-47 in under 30 seconds. You learn how to clear a building, how to set a roadblock, how to disappear into a crowd. They don't call it training. They call it preparation. At night, they show you videos, other cartels, what happens to people who betray the organization. You watch without looking away. That's the first test. By the end of the 3rd week, there are only 28 of you left. The others were sent home, or somewhere else. You don't ask where. You're handed a phone with one number saved in it. No name, just a number. When you're called, you answer. When you're sent, you go. That's all. You're in. Level 3, the Sicario. You're 20, you've run 3 operations. Each one was simple. Show up, apply pressure, leave. But today is different. Your commander hands you a photograph. A man, mid-40s, drives a gray Toyota, lives in Zapopan. He's been talking to people he shouldn't be talking to. You drive to his neighborhood with 2 others. You wait. At 6:47 p.m., the gray Toyota pulls into the driveway. You don't think about the man, you think about the steps. Get out. Move fast, don't hesitate. Afterward, you drive in silence for an hour, nobody talks. That night, your commander calls. 2 words. Good work. You sleep 4 hours. In the morning, you do it again. You make 8,000 pesos a week now. Cash delivered in an envelope. You send half to your mother. She doesn't ask questions. She just cries and says, thank you, you're in. Level 4, the cell leader. You're 24. You run a crew of 12 men. The CJNG operates like a franchise. The organization provides the product: cocaine, methamphetamine, fentanyl pressed into pills that look exactly like real medicine. You manage the distribution in your plaza, 3 neighborhoods, 4 streets each. Your cut is 10% of everything that moves through your territory. Last month, that was 90,000 pesos. The month before, 110,000. But money is the easy part. The hard part is the men. One of your crew, a kid named Beto, starts showing up late. Then he starts shorting the count. Small amounts at first, then bigger. You sit with him alone in a room. You're stealing from the organization. Not from me. From the organization. He swears it won't happen again. He's crying. He has a daughter. He's 19 years old. You give him 1 warning. The organization only allows you to give 1. 3 weeks later, Beto is late again. The count is short again. You make a call. You never see Beto after that. Level 5, the plaza boss. You're 29. You control an entire city. It's not just drug trafficking anymore. It's everything. Extortion payments from businesses. The taco stands pay 3,000 pesos a month. The nightclubs pay 50,000. Gas station theft. Human smuggling routes through Nogales. Your city generates 4 million pesos a month for the organization. You have 5 cell leaders reporting to you, 3 local police commanders who take a monthly salary from you, a contact in the mayor's office who gives you advance warning of any planned operations. You live well, a house with a pool, a truck that costs more than most people make in 5 years. You have a wife, 2 kids. They think you manage a logistics company, but there are nights, more of them lately, when you sit in the dark and count. How many people have disappeared from your city in the last year? You know the number. You gave most of those orders. You stopped counting. The regional boss calls every Friday. He wants more. He always wants more. If you don't deliver, you'll be replaced. And replacement is permanent. Level 6, the regional operator. You're 35. You oversee operations across 3 states: Jalisco, Colima, Nayarit. You have 6 plaza bosses reporting to you. You manage a supply chain that moves hundreds of kilos every month. You coordinate with the cartel's chemical precursor network. Raw materials from China, through ports in Manzanillo, into labs in the mountains where the methamphetamine and fentanyl are produced. You don't use phones. You meet in person, in houses that change every 2 weeks. You travel in armored vehicles. 4 bodyguards follow you everywhere, including to your daughter's school play, where you sit in the back and watch through sunglasses and leave before the lights come on. The DEA knows your name. You know this because your lawyer told you. The Sinaloa cartel is moving against your territory in Nayarit. 12 of your men were killed in an ambush last week. You respond. 40 of theirs are dead by the following Thursday. Their deaths make the national news. The governor calls for justice. The governor is on your payroll. Nothing happens. Level 7. The Trident. You're 42. There are only 3 people in the entire organization above the plaza bosses. You are one of them. Together, you oversee cells in all 32 states of Mexico and operations in more than 40 countries. You haven't been on the street in 10 years. Your work is strategy and politics. You negotiate cocaine routes with Colombian suppliers. You manage the fentanyl pipeline, precursor chemicals from China, production in Jalisco, smuggling through the border in everything from cars to hollowed out fruit, hundreds of shipments per year. You also manage the corruption architecture, governors, generals, federal prosecutors. The ones who can't be bought are managed through leverage. The ones who can't be managed disappear. You are worth, conservatively, $400 million. You have not seen your children in 2 years. They live in Spain under different names with security details they think are family friends. The US has indicted you 17 times under different aliases. You sleep 3 hours a night. You trust no one completely, not even the other 2 tridents. Level 8. The Ghost. Something went wrong. Maybe it was a phone call that shouldn't have been made. Maybe someone in your inner circle was flipped by the DEA. Maybe the military had better intelligence than you thought. It happened on a Tuesday. A convoy in the mountains of Jalisco. You had moved safe houses that morning. You always move in the morning, but somehow they knew. The firefight lasted 11 minutes. You survived. Barely. Now you're gone. Not dead. Gone. A new face, your 3rd surgery, a new name, a house in a country that doesn't extradite. You watch the news on a laptop. The organization carried out 200 roadblocks across 20 states within hours. Vehicles burned, businesses closed, schools shut down. They did that for you. And yet, you can't call your daughter, you can't attend your mother's funeral when she dies 3 months later. You can't walk into a restaurant without scanning every face, every exit, every reflection in the window. You have everything. You have nothing. Level 9. The end. The cycle doesn't end with you. It never ends. Right now, in Guadalajara, in Culiacan, in Tijuana, in Manzanillo, there are 15-year-old boys sitting on corners with burner phones watching the street. They see the money. They see the trucks. They see the respect. They don't see the rooms where decisions are made. They don't see the faces of the people those decisions are made about. They don't see the mothers who search the fields outside the city for what's left of their sons. They just see the corner and they think, I could do that. And the machine keeps running because the machine never needed you. You were just fuel.